Today's topic is sources of recruitment, with 3 subtopics. First, comparison of sources of recruitment. Second, decision on sources of recruitment process and steps involved in it. Third, group discussion on decision. Comparison of sources of recruitment. Meaning: internal recruitment involves recruiting candidates from those who are already in employment within the organization. When the recruitment of candidates is done externally, then this type of recruitment is known as external recruitment. Internal recruitment refers to a source of recruiting manpower which is already existing within the organization. External recruitment is a little different as it involves the hunting of prospective employees from outside the organization. Basis: merit cum seniority. Merit cum qualification. The principle of merit cum seniority puts greater emphasis on merit and ability, meaning that internal job placement and promotions give priority to the staff worth in terms of work quality and performance, including their term of service, experience and loyalty to the organization. Similarly, principle of merit cum qualification, the merit and ability are prioritized as well, but instead of seniority, more emphasis is given to the applicant's qualifications in terms of education, titles and permits such as acquired licenses. Time taken: quick process, lengthy process. Internal recruitment is faster than external recruitment because external recruitment involves stages like advertising and inviting applications, screening of applications, shortlisting, conducting an examination and interview, selection, placement, training, testing, induction, etc., which are not present in internal recruitment. Induction training. Not required. Must. Internal recruitment is an easy and rapid method of hiring employees. It also has other advantages. For example, it increases the motivation of employees and offers them an opportunity to prove their capabilities and competencies. It encourages employees to develop their skills and work harder so that they get promoted in the organization. In addition, internal recruitment does not require induction training because employees are already aware of the rules and regulations of the organization and about the job requirements. External recruitment is beneficial as it offers a pool of suitable employees, from which the ones that have the best qualifications can be selected. It is possible that your new hires may not be able to adapt to their new working environment and break the ice with their new team members. It also creates adaptability issues because external employees take some time to understand and adjust to the new settings. Cost. It is a cost-effective process. It is a costly process. Internal recruitment is a cost-effective process. However, external recruitment requires a large amount of investment. One of the most notable advantages of this recruitment process is the lower costs. By promoting your pre-existing employees, you save all the money and time attached to searching, interviewing, and selecting suitable new candidates. The external recruitment process involves a series of procedures to ensure the right selection of candidates. Often, this process consists of 3 main steps, which are searching, evaluating, and selecting. First, external hiring might involve job posting or reaching to third-party agents to find potential applicants for the job. The second step involves background checks, interviewing, etc. The final step involves determining successful applicants and job offers. All of these steps require allocating a significant amount of the company's resources, money, and time. Choice of candidates. Limited. Unlimited. In internal recruitment, the choice is very limited. Example, the scope of fresh talent is restricted. On the contrary, when the company opts for external recruitment, it can hope for talented candidates from outside the organization, which means new blood and ideas are infused in the organization. Sources: transfer, promotion, references, etc. Advertisement, casual callers, employment agencies, management consultant, recommendations, etc. Decision on sources of recruitment process and steps involved in it. Behind the success or failure of any organization, there is only one factor, and that is the employees of that organization. If they work with their full efforts, then the organization is going to rise. Finding out the best employees is a very tough task. We cannot say that which method is good, but it depends on the circumstances. If an organization has a good employee base, then it can choose an employee for the vacant position from within the organization. However, if no employee suits best on that position, then it can employ external sources of supplying personnel. Recruitment is not an easy task and involves various steps that are mentioned below. First, formation of strong recruitment committee. For a sound recruitment process to be conducted, the recruitment committee should be formed of able personnel. In case of lack of knowledge about correct and effective recruitment process, the recruitment committee might make wrong decisions for the company. Second, identifying the post. The foremost task that the management team needs to do while recruiting the employees is to analyze the job or type of work that the employees need to do. In this step, the employers prepare job description. What is job description? A job description, in simple words, is a formal written document which clarifies the responsibility of employees. Information about job title, job summary, job location, job duties and working conditions are mentioned in a job description. Apart from which, information about job hazards and machines to be operated are also mentioned, if necessary. In general, a job description states what job is to be done and where is to be performed, along with scope of the work. Third, identifying right candidates. Ideas about the kind of employees that are needed to perform the job becomes clear to some extent while preparing job description. But for precise selection of employee, the management team should prepare job specification. What is job specification? A job specification is also a formal account which gives information about the skills and qualifications required to perform the concerned job. Generally, what kind of qualifications, experience, emotional strength and skills are required are mentioned in job specification. In this way, the company will know exactly what type of human resource they are looking for. Fourth, identifying sources of recruitment. Once the job description and the job specimen are prepared, the management team becomes clear about what kind of employees are being demanded by the job. Then they start to analyze the most appropriate source for recruitment. A company basically has two sources of recruitment, internal and external. Sources of internal recruitment. When a company hires an employee for the job from within the business premises, it is known as internal recruitment. Company can consider following sources to recruit employees internally. Sources of external recruitment. Employees can be recruited from outside the company as well. Fifth, proper advertisement. Before publicizing job vacancies, the management team should decide how and where to post the advertisement. Advertisement is published with intention of attracting as many applicants as possible so that the selection team can select the best qualified candidate from a pool of applicants. Therefore, advertisement should be designed in a way that it catches attention of every prospective candidate. Sixth, Application process management. Interested and prospective candidates are likely to apply for the post in either of these formats, application form or curriculum vitae. In past, these documents were submitted in written, printed form while they are accepted electronically as well at present. Companies should arrange both ways to gather as many applications as possible. As soon as recruitment process ends, the process of selection takes place. Individual and group decisions. Individual decisions are taken by a single individual. The one-manager decision-making setup is still prevalent in India as many business units are owned by a single individual. But when business grows in size and complexity, it may not be possible for one individual to take all the decisions himself. He needs the help of specialized people and also other individuals. Group decisions are taken by individuals who are identified as a group for making decisions. Group decisions have plus values such as greater participation of individual and better quality in decisions. They are generally more effective decisions. They, however, suffer from delay in decision-making process and difficulty in fixing the responsibility for decisions. Decision-making process. A decision cannot be taken in isolation. It is influenced by past experience, present conditions, and future expectations. Once a decision is taken, then it becomes difficult to reverse it. It is pertinent to discuss the problem involved and then take a decision after considering various possibilities. Decision-making involves the following steps. Decision-making is a complex mental process. A good decision-maker has to follow certain steps in decision-making. They are: first, identify the problem and define it. A problem well defined is half solved. Unless one knows the problem in clear terms, it is not possible to attempt a solution. Critically examine the situation and identify the apparent problem. This is the starting point in decision-making. The decision-maker must identify the problem correctly. He has to answer questions such as whether the real problem has been identified. Will solving the problem accomplish the results desired now and in the future? Are there any related problems? Second, develop objectives. To develop specific and measurable objectives, it is to be remembered that the real problem should be borne in mind. Third, seek the facts. Collect all available information relating to the problem. Seek the facts relating to the situation factor, what, the people factor, who, the place factor, where, the time factor, when, and the causative factor, why. Information should also be collected regarding the influence of environmental factors such as political, economic, and social factors. Fourth, develop a model. The next step is developing a model. Simply stated, a model is a representation, usually mathematical, of a given situation. Examples of models are architects making physical models of buildings, engineers developing scale models of chemical plants, etc. But a decision-maker uses a mathematical model, which is a set of mathematical relationships. These relationships are expressed in equations. Business problems can be easily understood and analyzed by constructing models. Fifth, evaluate the alternatives. We have to find out as many alternatives or solutions to the real problem as we can. We have to be sure that we are considering all the possibilities. The result of each alternative is to be evaluated. Sixth, select the best alternative. After reviewing each of the proposed alternatives, a few will appear to be better than the rest. Take the best alternative that gives the maximum payoffs according to our selected criterion. The decision-maker should consider questions such as, is this the best alternative? Whether it can be done? Is it feasible and practical? Will it correct the conditions that cause the problem? Will it have adverse consequences? 7th, implement the decisions. Put together an action plan to implement the decision. There must be feedback and control after implementing the decision. This will give him valuable information regarding the effectiveness of the decision and also whether the decision taken will achieve the designed objectives. That's all for today. Thanks for attending the selection and recruitment class.